How's it going there, everybody? This is Sensei Brian from the Karate Academy out here in Chicago. Third degree head instructor of martial arts schools, and of course we're dealing with kids, adults, um, preteens, and teenagers. We always come across different situations of in our teachings, and just wanted to kind of share with everybody of a recent situation of one of my students who's 14 years old. She's a 14-year-old girl. She's a freshman in high school, who reached on out and just asked, Sensei, um, I need to ask you something. It's pretty serious. And she said, I have a friend who needs help, and she's being bullied for a while in school, and the school nor the police are really doing anything to help her, and she's lately been talking about hurting herself and suicide, and my student was concerned and obviously scared for her, being close to her. First thing first, of course, I asked, what about her parents? And she was saying that her parents are doing all different things and so to help out and whatnot, but they're running out of options. And um, I asked if the bullying was verbal or was it physical, and she said it was more verbal. There was no physical abuse at all. Uh, I asked her if she's on social media, and I'll get to that in just a minute. And then I asked her, was she in any after school activities or any other sports before? And she did tell me that she was in wrestling before, and then got injured, and then stopped doing it. And if anyone knows anything, even about martial arts, and I say it all the time, with martial arts, there's a couple different sports: martial arts, swimming, wrestling, gymnastics. It's such an individual sport, and such an achievement sport that you see right away with. You can train your butt off for one session in martial arts, in swimming, in wrestling, um, I'm sorry, in gymnastics, and see such an improvement in that very first session, and that confidence is boosted up right away as well too. So to hear that was kind of alarming to me, knowing that. So I stressed to her and said that obviously, if constantly talk with her parents, and she should stay close with her parents, and as a teenager, if we all know, teenagers sometimes they feel kind of closed off from their parents. They don't want to get in trouble, and they don't want to say something that might have their parents look at them differently or whatnot as well too. So I told her to find someone that she felt comfortable with, whether it was a counselor at school, even a favorite teacher or whatnot, and just someone who can kind of probably most likely document what's going on, even if it's verbal abuse. And if she's not getting anything helped on out with from the school or the police. I told her that considering it's verbal abuse, the police really won't say so much besides, hey kid, stop doing it. And of course, it's just kind of a slap on the wrist, and it's going to keep on going, and but it can be damaging as well too, um, to for this young girl. um, she also told me that she was in eighth grade, and what I was saying about sports, and the reason why after school activities are sports, was I told her that even after the injury, if she was really good at wrestling, that she should get back into it. She should do some type of after school activity and some type of sports, just to feel that confidence back, and being comfortable, and being loved, and being belonging to something, and that group of people, where she can move forward without being worried about things, um, of what's going on. And then the last thing especially in that, is to look forward to something, anything. Let's go back to it. I'm sorry. I asked her about social media, and the reason why I asked about social media was because, unfortunately, in anywhere that you look at this point right now, in the world that it is, there's negativity around everywhere, and social media, even at a young age, obviously amplifies things 10 times over, 10 times worse than it really is. And for a 14-year-old girl, eighth grade, someone says something in the wrong way in social media, and it gets blown way out of proportion and whatnot as well too. I told her to kind of close off from social media. If she can go ahead and do something more of a closed circuit around the people that she knows, that she loves, that she trusts, would be better. If she wants to stay in contact and communicate with them, she doesn't have to totally close on off from the world, and she shouldn't. Absolutely not. But the people that are maybe a safer chat room or a text chat app and stuff like those, who just stay in communication with that good circle of friends that will definitely support her cousins, younger brothers or sisters, or I'm sorry, brothers or sisters or whatnot as well too, just to feel that comfortable being around people. And then again, like I was saying, the last thing is for her to look forward to something as well. She was telling me that she's in eighth grade, so with being in eighth grade, um, it was I was saying, have her look forward to her graduation. Maybe parents are looking forward to doing some kind of vacation and so well too, something that she can look forward to, get ready for and so well too, just to kind of stay away from that depression and anything that can kind of trigger off of it as well too. Leave comments as well too if there's anything else that you guys feel that should be done. Obviously, we are in contact with the parents and so too, just to make sure that everything is going the right way and they're in the know of things that it is. We constantly on our side as well too of the karate school reach on out to my student as well too, and I'm very proud of that, of my student to go ahead and open on up and ask me these questions and feel comfortable to ask me these questions, and of course to know that we will always be there for them as well too. If you guys have any comments or you have anything to add on and some other ideas to maybe pass on over, please leave it in the comments below. And again, thanks for listening.